Hey friends, welcome to Lecture 8, Rainbow Body. Thanks for tuning in. At the beginning of this lecture series, I referred to Shroud research as a train wreck. I agree, those are pretty strong words. But when the stakes are high, it takes strong words to change the agenda. The Shroud agenda needs changing for several reasons, not the least of which has to do with the Tibetan Rainbow Body phenomenon. Recall, it is where the bodies of spiritually perfected people vanish from sight at death. And so what we have in Shroud Inquiry is the study of a man who died 2,000 years ago and left no corpse behind, but ignores similar corpseless deaths that happened quite literally yesterday. Go figure. What is Rainbow Body? Very few people outside of the Tibetan Buddhist culture know, including the latest super guru, ChatGPT. When asked, Chat responds, "It is a concept wherein a physical body dissolves into light." This is wrong. First, it is not a concept. A concept is an abstract idea. Rainbow body is a fact. Second, the body does not dissolve into light. Light is a vibration in the Earth's electromagnetic field that is visible to the human eye. Rainbow body is the return of the compacted energy that the body is to the free-flowing primordial energy it once was. It is where the M in Einstein's famous equation returns to E. E equal mc squared. Buddhist meditation master Khenpo Cho found rainbow body in August of 1998. Poof, his body vanished from sight. About 1 year later, a well-known ordained Roman Catholic priest named Father Francis Tiso made an on-site investigation of the passing. I learned of it later that year and have been infatuated ever since. Father's investigation led to a 2016 book in which he boldly claimed that rainbow body and Jesus' resurrection were the same phenomena. He writes, "What Christians claim for Jesus alone is shown to be possible to any serious yogin who followed the recipe offered by a still viable religious tradition." In other words, resurrection is the natural way the human body is designed to exit the planet. It is in this vein that the Shroud must be evaluated, not against the backdrop of a first Easter Sunday miracle. Shortly after releasing the book, Father Tiso went MIA. Being the seeker that I am, off to Tibet I went on my own. I ventured blindly because I wasn't sure I could even find the site where realization took place. My concerns were soon removed. Not only did I find it, I learned of 3 more incidents from eyewitnesses. Then, in the clincher, I found a school that teaches attainment. Can you believe it? Dying a corpseless death is a learnable skill. Khenpo Cho's passing took place in his dilapidated hermitage near the Nairong Limo Monastery in far eastern Tibet. It's where he lived for the last 10 years of his life. The hermitage is now the centerpiece of a tribute memorial. The memorial consists of a white stupa which contains some of his personal effects. It also has a monument which is inscribed with the words, "Stupa of Rainbow Body Attainment of Great Realization, Kimpo Ho Rinpoche. And it includes the now weatherproof shack where dissolution took place. Shack has 3 rooms. One is a bare bones kitchen on one end. A bedroom or meditation room is on the other, and in between there's a gathering room. The bed where dissolution took place is about the size of a Western twin bed. It's so heavily decorated that it's difficult to make out. But I can tell you the site is saturated with holiness. Christian me, my Tibetan Buddhist guide, and our Chinese atheist driver were all moved to prostrate before the bed. During my seeking, I was fortunate to meet Lama Lopsang Nimdrak. He was the Khenpo's attendant for 21 years. The Lama wrote the Khenpo's biography and gave me a copy, which I had translated into English. Now, the Khenpo was selflessness in the flesh. He took a parental responsibility for everyone he met, often gave his food away, then begged for his own needs. The Lama told me the Khenpo was known to strip to the waist and offer his body to mosquitoes, thinking that they needed more blood. He was committed to transmitting the Buddha's teachings, even traveling at night to avoid detection by hostile Chinese military. He wasn't much for idle chit-chat. No time for chit-chat, he would say. He saved his energy to transmit the Buddha's teachings. Over his lifetime, the Khenpo spent 17 years living in caves. Body dissolution took place gradually and progressively over a 7-day period. There was a typical rainbow body light emission, but it could only be seen from a distance. There was also the soft sound of music that seemed to come from the roof of the hermitage. Now, Westerners would probably explain the music as angelic voices welcoming a spiritual soul home. More likely, the energy release in the dissolution process disturbed the air in the room in a way that the senses picked up on it as music to the ear. According to the Lama, a few days after the body disappeared, the Khenpo was seen circumambulating his hermitage. The death was investigated by the police, and no one was arrested for stealing a corpse. It was also reported in newspapers. I wanted to retrieve an article from the archives, but my guide thought better of it. The Chinese are sensitive to snoopers, especially the religious types, so we didn't do it. There are a lot more rainbow body events to report, but in the interest of brevity, I refer you to my website, www.jthomasdevins.com, my YouTube channel, J. Thomas Devins, or my 2020 book, Christianity's Dirty Little Secrets. The book gets its title because, thanks to Father Tiso, the Catholic Church knows full well of the rainbow body phenomena and that it compromises foundational resurrection doctrine. And the physical proof that it does is found in the Shroud of Turin research. His crucified corpse radiated away, rainbow body style. There was no bodily resurrection from the dead. An inconvenient truth the church is going to have to deal with someday. I have one other slide to show you. It is a collage of a rainbow body in progress. Unfortunately, I know almost nothing about the monk adept. My Tibetan guide sent the photos to me after I'd returned from my trip. The COVID pandemic kept me from returning to investigate that particular death, and at my age I doubt I will pass that way again. I'm comfortable that the photos are authentic, but you can take them for what they're worth. So here's what we can say with confidence. Rainbow Body is real, and it has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with religion. It speaks, as you will learn in the next lecture, to the power of the properly conditioned mind to bring about biological change. It's truly tragic that Shroud researchers can't see Rainbow Body, locked up in inapplicable science, while biased by religious doctrine that is shown to be false. Its true message is lost. As spectacular as it is for a human body to vanish from sight, the spectacularness is far exceeded by the methods that are used to make it happen. We will cover them in the next lecture. Meanwhile, thanks for watching this one. I'm still working on my new book, The Shroud of Turin, The Ticking Time Bomb. A couple of rats snuck in my closet that I had to take care of, and that's caused me some delay. But it's coming. I'll see you the next time when we learn about the rules for Rainbow Body attainment. Take care.